brought me to this work? Pain, basically.
I wasn't living life to my potential. I was moving through life, but I wasn't feeling it the way I wanted to. So the risk to me was being risk to be alive.
I was ready. I was right. I needed some heavy stuff. I needed to move through some things.
Looking back on it, there's a part of me that wanted to grow and change and knew something needed to happen, but it was so terrifying to make that commitment. Because I didn't know what to expect, and I knew I was going to be feeling things, and heaven forbid if I feel. That was that kind of just terror of any bad feelings. Laughter and joy were good, but anything relating to sharing of myself or anything that was perceived to be bad was just really frightening. So there was a lot of mixed ambivalent feelings about going and to put myself out there. But I think the discomfort became so much that I knew I needed to do something because the other stuff wasn't working. And so I was willing to make that risk.
Back to the question, what does this work mean to me? Well, what it means to me is that I'm letting go of those patterns that kept me constricted to some degree. I'm letting go of those limitations, those limiting ways of being that I didn't even know I had. And I think that that's really key about this work, is that the ego says that you know everything and can figure everything out. But you start doing this work and you get these loving mirrors held up. And you go, oh, I couldn't see that.
The relationships help heal this. I cannot do this by myself. There's no way I could have taken these kind of risks as just an individual searching through life. It took the relationship of others so I could be reflected and see what's going on. You see, I'm impacting them and let them impact me. I'm realizing the more I lean and trust on others, especially in my group and then out in the world and all that kind of stuff, and realizing that the thoughts I had are being challenged. And I don't have to do it by myself. It's a totally different feeling to know that I'm not alone. I think a lot of people do feel alone. Who do I lean on? Who do I do this with? And that nobody could understand. But to realize that people can understand a lot more than we give them credit for. And it's just really a profound kind of sense of, holy crap, what am I waiting for this whole time? It's there, and it's been here this whole time. And it's mine if I want it. It's a pretty surreal sensation to get.
And at some point, it had dawned on me that the work that we were doing was also spiritual. It was like, this is all encompassing. This is not just, let's fix your problems. Let's diagnose you and basically write a set of instructions that you can follow to fix that, because I don't do that well. I don't follow instructions very well. I don't follow authority very well.
Playfulness comes about a lot. There's a different energy. I feel more playful. And in the appropriate spaces is where I need to be. But that energy comes alive. So it's fun to have that back. I think a lot of times we lose it. Told to grow up kind of fast, and so you lose that playfulness, that energy. But it's back. And there could be a sadness that it was even gone. And you have to kind of go through that a little bit. Man, I missed it. But once you get it back, it's a blast.